Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, my ball!
Ah. Hi.
Fucking wieners.
You had to
Fucking
take-
my boy.
wieners as opposed to different functional wieners.
Are we talking?
Yeah.
Oh, we talking about greasy wieners again?
There's wieners for fucking. Then there's wieners for eating.
That's correct.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
also wieners for pets.
Sometimes those are the same wieners, but most of the time they're different wieners.
Mostly they're different.
Yeah.
There's wieners for making fun of.
Yeah.
Belonging Weenie Hut Juniors.
Right.
Oh.
There's wieners, and then there's
Yeah.
losers.
If anyone ever like unironically called me a wiener, I would probably cry and run away.
It's
That's
one
like
of those
just
things.
playground enough to really hurt my feelings.
Like you're on the highway and you drive up next to someone that cuts you off, you just roll down your window, they
you
roll down
fucking
theirs.
wiener!
You fucking wiener!
Did I tell you guys about the time I got like burned in like 5th grade?
No?
I was
No.
always like a really quiet, like shy kid, just very introverted, and like,
You know.
can you believe it? It's crazy. But this one day, I had worn a hat to school and I couldn't find it, and I was like, I wondered out loud. We were like in line waiting to go back inside after recess, and I was like, man, where's my hat? Like to the person next to me, and like the school bully was walking by. And as he walked past me, he was like, up your butt and around the corner. And I felt like the most hot wash of shame ever.
Incredible.
I will never financially recover from this.
I was
You
like,
did say that in the car. That
yeah, I told you that story.
Fuck, he got me. Damn it.
Yeah, like I was like, shit, he got me. I've been got.
Is this a hate crime?
Damn
I've
it.
dishonored my whole fucking family.
I walked right into that one. I can't believe it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I like that we've been on here for 2 minutes and we already talked about calling each other fucking wieners and
I mean, at this point, what do you expect?
Bless
Chris,
you.
did you mix antihistamines and
Hey.
alcohol?
That's how
You
you make a
rube.
sneezing potion.
Oh no.
Chris, you look like Toxic
Dude,
sneezes.
oh my god, I don't know what has happened in the last 15 minutes, but my life is my life is in shambles.
Bless you.
Oh my god, you just gave it to Adrian!
It's catching. It's catching.
Is that one of them computer viruses I've heard about?
That's stupid.
Don't laugh. Don't fucking
Quick,
laugh.
That's why I
Mr.
wear
McAfee.
protection when I'm on the internet.
God.
Oh,
Friends,
boy.
I missed you. It's been a week, but I missed you.
Missed
I love you
too.
all. I missed you desperately. Holy cow.
So many, so many.
So much, so many things.
So many.
So many things to say to one another.
I can't even hold all of my hands. How many misses I missed you.
That's a lot of misses.
It's a lot.
Holy
More than a
shit.
stormtrooper.
They call me the womanizer from how many misses it is.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah, I went Star Wars.
God.
You went.
They call me the Game
misogyny.
Grumps from how many misses it is. I missed. I fired and I fired and then I missed again.
I fired,
missed.
and then I
Yeah.
missed,
A little
and I
bit of
missed
snowfall
again,
in
and then I
my
fired.
Had myself a popsicle.
Had myself a
Passed out in the snow.
I woke up with a pops and a stick in my mouth.
Oh, I woke up several hours later.
I had a dream I was fired at something. I missed.
I like the one where they do someone else's bit for a long time.
I hit something, but it wasn't what I was aiming for.
I like how that was a bit in a bit because it was a bit
About a bit.
Bitception.
bitception.
There's a lot of layers to this. There's a lot of moving
Would you
parts.
call it a meta bit?
a meta bit?
Ooh. Oh.
I would call it a meta bit.
Call it your
Oh my
butt.
god. Antihistamines and alcohol are the ingredients to time drugs from Eternally Mortal. We finally discovered it.
Damn it, my secret. I just
It
put
just-
a bunch of Benadryl into a fucking into a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
It makes me real sleepy, guys. I just
Oh yeah,
gotta
so
take a
so
nap
we'll
real
see
quick.
who's asleep first tonight.
It'll still be you.
No!
It's still gonna be you, Tori.
I
Cut to
just
Chris
yawned.
over a bottle of Bacardi with the little capsules, like slowly pulling them apart.
I have to
Have
put
you
on.
seen that thing?
I do have to put on my wizard hat when I'm doing it though, and then it becomes.
Just
And
like,
it's time drugs.
Yeah.
just
Have
like
you seen
half.
that thing with the plastic like injectors that you're used for like giving your pets and stuff, and you can put the meds in there with liquid, and then if you like pull at the back a couple of times, it completely liquefies the pills into the solution.
Just Mick. What?
I like to put plants in water and make potions.
I was thinking you could just like
Yeah.
take
Is
one of
that-
those like Nasonex nasal sprays and like fill it with like half tequila.
Oh my god.
Fucking mainline
Going
it
straight
right
to
up
the
your
source,
brain.
baby.
Jesus Christ, that sounds terrible.
What's that meme? Jesus Christ.
We're from Tennessee. It's the home of butt chugging. What do you expect from us?
It's the what now?
Yeah.
No one told me that in like the info packet I got.
Yeah.
There
Did
was
you all
no
not know that the
tutorial.
on like on a completely serious, as far as I'm aware, as far as I've been informed, butt chugging was created and established, founded, I would say,
A
at
kid
the University
died.
of Tennessee. And
A
yeah,
kid
I think
died
like
from it.
two
I'm
people died
Googling
from it.
this. You're
Don't
making
Google
me,
butt
you're
chugging.
making me Google
Incognito.
origin of butt
I don't know.
chugging.
That's
Yeah. I went
Incognito.
to school at the place where this country was blessed with butt chugging.
Your FBI
Blasted
agent is
butt
going to be
chugging.
very concerned with you after you Google what you're about to.
Never heard
Butt
butt chugging
chugging
referred to as a
blessings.
blessing. Yeah.
The alcohol.
For those of you that are
enables
uninformed,
will kill you.
butt chugging is when you pour the alcohol directly into your butthole.
Because your
Yes.
anus absorbs things faster.
It's an
It's to
alcoholic.
It's to get
enema.
drunk quicker without the sickness, but it also might cause death. So you know.
Okay, first of all,
Butt cancer.
first recorded instance of butt chugging
Uh-huh.
happened in the times of the Mayan Empire.
Incredible.
Okay, but like we kind of blew it up.
Yeah.
We made it what it
When
is.
did
We made it
America
viral.
make
We made it
Okay, what
into
did
the
art.
Mayans ever done?
Newt Gingrich was the first known butt chugger.
There's also just like in the alcohol enema Wikipedia page, there's just a section called incidents.
I think
That's
that's inappropriate.
I
perfect.
hope to one day have a Wikipedia page that has a section called incidents.
I like when they talk about butt chugging for a long time.
You know.
That's what the show is about now, Tori. Either stay or leave.
Well, what
Don't
y'all
leave.
say?
No.
No, they leave for the.
You do it for real, you piece of shit, and I know it. I saw you grab the mouse.
I was gonna, but then I would mess up the whole like layout, and I didn't want to do that.
That's
True.
it.
Chris, were you gonna say something?
Well, speaking of butt chugging,
Oh.
in regards to like, leading up for yourself, like Chris, weren't you gonna say?
Chris, I believe Chris had something. Thank you.
Have you
I'm
met
gonna
me?
start doing that.
I believe Chris had something. Hey guys.
Oh wow, yeah, thanks for.
I was
leading
actually
that.
yes, thank you.
Thanks. I was
Actually,
waiting for
yeah.
my turn.
Speaking of butt chugging, Chris, don't you have something to say?
Well, hey, speaking of butt chugging and its
Yeah.
relevance to today's session, which is a lot, what do you say we do a recap?
Recap for what?
A recap for. Wait, wrong bit.
Wait.
Oh no, you've committed. You have to finish it now.
Tales of Terminus!
There you go. So
That's
Bless
us.
you.
That sounded like a sneeze. I thought I'd actually sneeze.
It
Yeah,
was,
Gesundheit.
it was a bit.
Yeah.
It was a meta bit.
It was a lot of a bit.
It was just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Let's just jump into it. Last we left off, the Soul Seekers continued their trek through the Feywild in search of Demetrius's missing wife, Thalia, coming eventually to a strange swampland shrouded in mist. Demetrius caught sight of some sort of creature who grinned and lamented to the group that they were all alone despite being in each other's company. The group continued to wander through the fog, eventually losing track of their surroundings and each other, despite Celine's tethering everyone with a rope. The group then proceeded to see visions of each other's memories, which culminated in everyone needing to make choices in the vision as their friend whose body they were in. As the visions faded, the Soul Seekers realized that they were still in their friends' bodies and faced with a giant, creepy Fey creature. In the battle that ensued, the group had to defeat the monster and protect the Terminus refugees in their care, which they did successfully. It's here, in the aftermath of that battle, and with everyone in their correct bodies, that we return to our party. Quiet falls on the swampland around you. The afternoon is yours.
So, we all want to talk about what happened there, or are we just going to kind of walk on past that and just say that was some weird magic shit?
I think it would be good to talk about it. For sure.
Okay.
I just look over at May.
May is like staring daggers at you.
But I think we should focus on the mission first. Right?
I would tend to agree with that.
The
Me
entire time,
spitting up water.
the entire time Quinn is talking, he's holding his loot like against his body. We have a lot to talk about, I think.
Yeah, well, sorry about that, Johnny. I didn't. I mean,
Whoa.
sorry. This the dementia setting in from the fail. This is, we
Gotta
don't
get the hell out of here.
I don't know where I'm at right now. What I
Johnny?
meant, that's my native tongue coming back out there. What I meant to say that sorry about you nearly drowning there, Corgram. That was I was kind of in the pilot seat, so to speak, and things just kind of went bad.
It's it's fine. They went up my nose though.
Yeah.
Quinn.
We'll talk, Quigrim. We'll talk.
Oh,
Don't worry.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. And he just kind of like, just red faced, like not making eye contact, like the most sheepish, a 13.5 foot tall man can look, or whatever, however tall he is.
Is everyone okay? Does anyone need any healing or anything like that? Is anyone hurt?
Demetrius looks pretty slapped around, but he's ready to go.
Valora is kind of like kneeling at the side of a woman who's nearby, who herself is absolutely drenched and coughing up water, and she kind of has these like dark purple bruises where her skin is visible, like around her midsection and arms, and she looks like she's trying to catch her breath, and Valora's kind of like helping her and rubbing her back.
I'll go over there real quick, and I'll just I will lay down a first level cure wounds on that person.
I'm afraid that was my bad. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It was there was a lot going on.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I was it's not my body that got messed up. I'm sorry, I can't say it with a straight face. I was in her. It's a little funny. It's a little funny. I was in her when
Your
the
Rocky
tentacle...
snort from the corner.
I was in her when the tentacle got her. So
Okay.
I was underwater, and then all of a sudden I wasn't. But she's
does
kind
feel
of
like
struggling
that
with the
sometimes.
consequences. Sorry.
It's okay, because we're gonna do some healing, and then we're gonna keep on moving.
Right.
Thank you. 5 minutes.
She kind of like. Thanks.
Should we rest for a little bit, you think? I think we should. I don't know about you guys. I feel pretty tapped.
I wouldn't mind just catching my breath just a little bit, if y'all don't mind. Celine, you did pretty good as me, I gotta say. I saw you using old Blue there. That was, I didn't know. You want to try her out a little bit more?
No, that was as much as I wanted. I think I want to use. I'll stick with the bow. I think that was.
Okay. Well,
Celine's just like touching her arm, like on the same side as he was, and just like.
Well, I just gotta say, I appreciate you doing your best, and if anyone's gonna be inside of me, I'm glad it was you, Celine.
All right, I'm going.
Valora kind of like.
Oh, I didn't.
Rocky's like, that bow is quite handy, I must say. That felt pretty good.
It does the job.
The village people are kind of like looking between themselves a little bit nervously, kind of eyeing their surroundings. Valora kind of speaks up. It might put me personally at ease if we maybe get out of the swamp before we rest.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a little chilly, a little unfriendly.
Do you guys want to go a little further and then take a full long rest before we get to the Shivering Pines?
We still have about a full day of travel ahead of us.
Well,
But we should
might
reach it
well be.
tomorrow.
We would ideally want to reach it tomorrow before dark, though, no? So if we push for a little bit and then take a long rest?
Is dark a thing here, or is it like perpetually twilight?
I was
Does it
wondering
get
the same
darker?
thing. So May, you know that time passes.
Yeah.
It's been a little strange here, a little wibbly wobbly. It seems like in places where the forest is particularly dense, like it's almost like the line between night and day is very thin in some places.
Yeah, I mean, I guess May would just relate. Time passes, but we haven't really seen it. It is more about where you are, I think.
Maybe we get some more distance in, get out of this swamp, and then settle in for the night, quote unquote, and then hit the Shiver Pines tomorrow. Does that sound good for everybody?
It sounds good to me.
All right.
Out of curiosity, I know some of them got attacked. Did we lose any of the
People?
You did
Companions?
not.
Okay.
You
cool
did not
deal.
lose
Wow.
anybody.
I knew they got diddled, but wasn't sure if they died.
Don't say diddled.
Don't say diddle when we're talking about
Don't call it that.
Tentacle doodles.
I have some links I can send you
Tentacles.
later, Zach.
But yes, so you all just kind of proceed northward.
Northward.
Okay. As you all kind of proceed again, Valora and the villagers don't really fall behind this time. They kind of stay pretty close. And as you walk, the chill does not leave the air, nor really does the humidity. There is this kind of like damp, wet, cold that kind of just like, it gets into your fingers, it gets into your clothes, it gets into your bones. And very slowly, the land begins to climb a little bit. And as you're trudging through, the forest becomes even more dense. There are trees everywhere, and like everywhere you look, there's like thick, scraggly like bushes and twigs and just all manner of growth across the forest floor here. You kind of feel like you're just like penetrating straight through like into the wilderness.
Sorry.
A lot of
Easy. Everyone relax.
we're on
Sorry.
a roll here. But yeah, you
Yes,
can
that
Make sure
is.
I'm
how
behind
many
Koi Grim.
how many
that
hours?
It's like pushing stuff apart.
Yeah. How many hours would you all like to travel for?
maybe
What
another.
I may have missed this. What time was it roughly when we started again?
It was like, well, it's exactly 5:07 p.m.
Okay. I mean, I would probably say that we go for like until, yeah, I'd say probably 4 hours is good. Till like 9 something.
Sure. Yeah. Is anyone watching your surroundings, wanting to look for anything like that? Any conversations you want to have?
No, I'm saving mine.
Yeah, no
May is
conversations.
I'm saving it
yeah,
for the
there's-
camp,
there's
Demetrius is-
fireside
talk
camp
about.
talk.
May is just like digging into the back of Quinn's skull.
Sure. Yeah, as you walk, your calves are kind of burning by the end of it. It has not been the easiest trek. But you reach kind of like the 9 o'clock point. The villagers behind you are breathing kind of heavily. Their skirts and pants are ripped. Everyone's a little bit miserable right now. And you walk up. It's been like not the steepest incline, but definitely like an uphill kind of trek. And there is kind of this ridge that extends out, and there is a small looking like cave kind of in the center of it. And it's dotted with these like just silver pools. It looks like from a distance like quicksilver. None bigger than like 30 inches in diameter.
Does it look like the pools that we saw that I put my head in and saw the owl?
Not exactly,
Okay.
but
Demetrius, do you see anything?
My eye is inactive now, but you know what? We'll go ahead and activate a use of the Gem of Seeing. So true sight, anything like funky with this pool?
it doesn't look like they're magical or anything. They're just strange and pretty. It looks like it's just a natural fixture of this area.
As far as I can tell, there ain't much magic about it, you know, other than it just being a part of the Feywild, but other than that, it just kind of looks like a little pool of silver water.
Do we think this might be a good place to rest?
How far back does this cave kind of go?
It's pretty shallow. You could fit, if we're thinking in tiny huts, you could fit like 2 tiny huts in there. It's like
So
a
could
25, 30
theoretically-
feet kind of.
Could we like theoretically block the latter half with a tiny hut? Like,
Yeah.
is it that kind of like 1-to-1?
Yeah.
That could help keep everyone safe.
True.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Seal ourselves in for the night and rest up and hit Shiverpine first thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
How far across is the cave entrance?
It's about like 10 feet.
Okay. I'm going to set up May's alarm thread in front to do like a loud audible alarm.
Cool.
And I will inform everyone to not fuck with it, including the villagers.
Cool. Yeah, they kind of all, they take some time gathering like some wood. Valora's kind of helping them, and they get some like sticks and stuff out of the woods. And they kind of take these little bundles into the cave and start like setting up makings for a fire. Valora kind of runs her hand across like the wet logs, and there's like this popping, crackling sound as it looks like the water is evaporating or being heated out of the wood.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of quiet, a little dismal.
Just as we're kind of laying there, because he's kind of gotten paranoid now, Demetrius, with the eye still active, is just going to look over all of the villagers and everyone in the party again. The eye just if they're shape changers or they're masking, outside of Rocky,
There has been no change. You do hear, as like you kind of complete your scan. Dad? I'm just trying again. I hope you're okay. It's been a while. I hope nothing happened.
Immediately goes for the earring as like immediately. Really? Is that you, sweetheart?
Dad! You hear immediate crying on the other
Hey,
side.
baby girl, what's wrong?
It's been 2 weeks. And I tried to contact you, and it didn't go through, and nothing happened, and I thought something happened.
It's what do you mean, honey? It's not been but just like a night or two since we. And like Dimitri's just going to start kind of like looking up towards May, and it's just going to be like, what do you mean it's been 2 weeks?
They would quote the exact amount of hours, whatever that is.
Sure.
She would say days and then however many hours. What has it been like? It's been like.
It's only been a few days, right?
Like,
It's only been
like
2
4 or
nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Only 2 nights?
2 nights.
Yeah.
Jesus
We've been-
Christ.
This is the eve of the 3rd night.
Christ alive.
Quinn, like from a crowd as he's like helping heal people, his head just like pops up. Whoa, 2 weeks.
Feely, baby, hold on just a sec. I'm okay, okay?
You're okay?
Yes, I'm okay, and I think,
Oh my god. Okay.
baby, I think I may have found Thalie. I think I may have found your mother.
Wait,
But
what?
yeah, I think we're going to a place I have a lead on her, and I think she might be okay. All right. I think I
Okay,
may have
but-
found her, but we're 2 weeks. God damn it.
But you're okay?
Yeah, baby, we're all right.
Okay.
I'm okay. All of us here.
I tried to use the stone and nothing happened, so I didn't know.
It's okay, sweetheart. We're in this place called the Feywild, and it's not like Terminus. It's confusion here. It's got all sorts of weird magic, but don't you worry. I got a wizard here that's really good with time and magic, and we'll figure this all out. Don't you worry. But we're okay.
Okay. I'm gonna learn everything I can about the Feywild and see if there's anything I can learn here.
Okay, just be careful, and God's damn it, Ophelia, don't you come in here. We'll be back, don't you worry.
I'll wait for you. I don't think I could follow you if I tried. Well, maybe.
Well, don't you say no maybes, young lady. You get to studying and get your head in those books, and I'll be back in there, all right?
Okay. 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 I love you, Dad.
I love you too, baby. I'll see you soon, I promise.
All right. All right.
Did you say 2 weeks?
Demetrius is just going to be looking at May, and is like, how's that possible? We only been in here some 2 odd days. Ophelia's telling me it's been 2 weeks since we spoke. I spoke to her 2 nights ago.
Demetrius, I promise, I know how long we've been here. I know it very well, and it has been 2 days. There is something is not right.
I thought you all knew
Knew what?
that time flows differently in the Feywild. I thought you all were aware of that already.
Does it flow differently, as in one is always going at the same rate of acceleration against the other, or it could be another 24 hours for us here and then end up being 20 minutes back home in reverse order? Is it always the same
It's not always the same according to research. It kind of depends, but it's always different. A friend of mine came in and out and told us. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you didn't know. I
We
would've said
gotta
something.
get out of here.
Quinn immediately cast sending to Kodra.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Because you are doing this across realms, I
Yeah.
think you need to roll for it.
I do. It's a 5% chance of failure.
Okay. Let's say.
I'll double check it. Oh, that's first level. No, we're doing third level. I have one third level spell slot left. Thank you, Johnny, for not using all my spells.
Trying to distribute.
It's 5% chance.
Okay, so 1 through 5.
More
Beautiful.
than that.
It goes through. Let me pull up my notes.
Okay.
Okay, you're casting this to Kodra.
To Kodra.
Okay.
Kodra, it's Quinn. Are you there? We're in the Feywild. How much time has passed for you? Please be safe. We will be there soon.
That's it.
Writing checks we can't cash, bro.
There's
No,
no
it'll be fine.
response.
There's no response, you say?
Oh boy.
Not for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use a 4th level spell slot. And I have to pull up my notes. Because I can't remember anyone's name right now.
Is it Zinni? Is that
Zilly?
somebody? Zilly.
Zilly. Not Zilly. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. There it is. I'm going to send a message to. I'm going to send a message to the 2 other people who are missing. Idrithel and Arduel.
Okay.
And pretty much say the same thing. Can you hear me? Are you there? Are you safe? Please respond if you can.
There's no response.
Oh boy.
Okay. Quinn is going to kind of just back away a little bit.
May would say to Demetrius. Demetrius, I didn't know. I would have told you if I did.
We just gotta get out of here. As fast as we can. I can't lose any more time with my daughter.
One quick note. Quinn, who was the last person that you contacted?
If I was doing it, I messaged, I think Idrithil was the first person I messaged, and then Arduil was the second.
Okay. There is a long silence until there is just this very faint, barely audible cough.
from the
That's all
last
you-
one?
Sorry.
Quinn still backs away.
With the remaining people, like, did you like back away from the group entirely, or are you still like around, but just like kind of?
I think Quinn's just kind of putting a little distance. He's very clearly like 100-yard stare for a minute.
Mm.
But he's still there. He's still within earshot.
They would look at the group and say, "Do we want to say who saw what from who?"
No.
Rocky glances over towards Celine, and also like looks back slightly like terrified looking. Was like, nope, I don't think I saw anything.
I'm good.
Well, I saw Koigram, and I saw Koigram's family, I assume. Matches what you talked to me a little bit about your trolls. If what I saw was accurate, seems like you've been through a lot, Koigram, and I'm glad you're here.
Me too. I saw when
It was like a chest, right? That or some kind of like lockbox that Quinn ended up opening, right?
It was the loot case. The case
Gotcha.
for the
There you
loot.
go.
I saw when you first got your loot. It must have been a very hard dress.
Yeah. It was hard. I don't I don't fight with people often. And when my mom got upset, and I did what I could to I'm sorry. I'm
I have had to fight almost the whole time I've been away from home. And I am not proud of the way that I treated your things. I'm sorry.
that's fine. I don't it's magic, so it'll hold up to damage and stuff. And I mean, it was a good hit.
It's a good loop.
It's yeah. It's an artifact.
I'm just not. It was strange to know what my hands needed to do to use it, but to feel overwhelmed with all that could be done. I'm grateful for the role that you play.
I don't think I'm at liberty to say what I saw in front of everybody. I think I'll clear it with May first. If that's all right.
Yeah, that is okay. Just trying to determine what we saw and why.
I just need a bit. But I'll talk to you, okay?
Sure.
Rocky does like a quick calculation check and realizes that May is the only one that hasn't said who that they saw their stuff of.
Whenever Rocky looks at May, May's already looking at Rocky.
Rocky makes eye contact and is like there's a look of hope and question in their eyes. And then they look away.
Rocky, do you want to go somewhere?
Rocky kind of like partially nods, gets up, and then starts walking away from the group.
Okay. Demetrius, I'll leave Fable with you if we need anything. He'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Be safe.
You want to take Iris with you?
Just look at Rocky.
Rocky says, "We'll be right back."
Don't step on the wire.
Rocky almost trips and jumps over it.
Okay, where did the two of you go?
Just barely out of earshot.
Yeah, like sufficiently away, maybe behind
Maybe-
like a fat ass tree.
Yeah.
Here, kind of on the ledge, you do have a better view of like the Feywild that extends out below you. You're not totally above the tree line, but kind of peeking through the upper peaks of the trees, you do see like the purple sky kind of bleeding through, coloring the forest around you. You see a wash of all different colors, which from the ground were not always apparent. But the night around you is quiet, save for the buzz of insects.
So Rocky almost kind of jokingly turns to me and says, "So, any pointers on what I could be doing with my spell work?"
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
May's not like cracking a smile or anything.
The smile kind of slowly slips from Rocky's face. What did you see?
I didn't see Rocky.
Did you see one of the others?
I mean, I saw like before.
You mean before we were a party, or
Before you can remember.
what was it like?
It was elegant and at the very end it was terrifying.
Was I alone?
No. No, you were with your mother and her closest advisors, of which you were one.
Did they live?
I don't know.
And this expression of like anger kind of crosses Rocky's face for a moment. Why haven't they come for me?
I don't know. I don't know if Wait, did I see Obelokai and Valora?
Yes. They were both kind of embracing Rocky at the beginning of the vision.
But they weren't one of the advisors.
Correct.
One of them is here now. Valora.
Have we met Valora?
Yeah, she's the one that you said was hot.
No, it's the one that you said was sketchy.
But
Oh, you mean
hot.
the moon elf with the white hair that's
I'll
part of
put-
our current party group of
Yeah.
PCs?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll put her picture up here.
And
Rocky's
Obel-
face gets extremely mad. Keep going.
and Obelokai, who we met in Mrobak. I believe you had the conversation with him. I think maybe they are looking for you. But you don't remember. How long have you had that ring?
Rocky looks down at their hand. I don't know. Always, I think.
Do you mind if I see it for a moment?
Rocky holds out their hand.
This is going to take a while. You better sit down. And I'm going to break out all my stuff and ritual cast Identify.
"11 minutes pass. At the end of the 11 minutes, you learn this is a ring of mind shielding.
Okay. I don't. Before I say anything, I want to say, and I just like look straight in Rocky's eyes. You do not owe those memories anything. I don't know. Well, I think that everything that you were before is in that ring. It has a special property. That allows a mind to be held inside. But I don't know if I don't know what will happen to you.
So you're saying it's been here the whole time?
I think so.
And if I delve into that this Rocky may not survive.
I think that Rocky is what filled in the gaps. I don't know if there will be any room left.
Was I happy?
Yes. At this point, May's eyes start to kind of get red.
Rocky takes her hand. Her hand has been still in May's hands, and Rocky takes her other hand and cups, them around May's and says, "Thank you for telling me. I have to think about this." And then stands up and kind of walks like slightly back towards the camp, but not directly towards the camp.
After Rocky is already gone, just like still kind of staring at the space that Rocky was, May just says to herself, "Okay." And then she sits there for like another 15 or 20 minutes before coming back kind of puffy-eyed.
I think Quinn is going to actually try to catch May before she heads back to the cave. He's going to see Rocky walk away, and then he's going to kind of slink over. And just sort of lean in. Hey.
Hi.
Did you do it?
Did I do what?
Nothing. Never mind. Quinn, can I sit down next to you? I said, so I actually didn't want to, I don't know. That was a lot. I don't want to act like I completely understand you or that you're so simple to get. Just like that. But I get it. I get it. I think that you I didn't realize that when you said that you saw the worst in people, you meant it literally. And it's a lot. Because when you see everything, I think you see the stuff that you see the stuff that people don't actually mean too. But I'm not. You've been dealing with it your whole life. I saw it for 5 minutes, so I'm not going to act like I know everything.
It wasn't my whole life. It was just last year.
Yeah. In the every second felt like an eternity. And I'm sorry that that's happening to you.
It's just gonna kind of like lean her head on the Quinn's shoulder. I think Rocky might be leaving.
Are you going to be okay if she does?
I don't know, but don't touch me, please.
I'm not. I'm over here. So, I guess you were right. That the people were gonna go. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if Rocky, wait, why is Rocky gonna leave?
I think all of her memories are in her ring.
Oh, should I talk to her too?
Probably.
Okay. I'll talk to her too. If you ever want to talk about anything that happened, I don't feel like I need to. I chased after him. That was what I saw. If you ever want to talk about it or anything like that, I'm here, and I'm not going to make you talk about it if you don't want to.
Okay.
All of my I think we need to leave quickly because I think my friends are dying. But we need to save Thalia first.
Okay. Well, you're next on the list. I'm sorry I didn't know time passed differently here.
It's okay. None of us did. I thought checking in once a day would be enough, but it wasn't. But we didn't know. We can't be upset with ourselves for something we didn't know. So, but we can't. So let's not do that. Let's just focus and get done, and then and get them out of there.
Okay. Don't step on the wire.
I won't. I won't. I'm gonna go play some music, I think.
I think everyone could use that.
Quinn gets up, just kind of pats May on the shoulder, and then I know you said I know you said don't touch you, but I felt like this was okay.
May will like do a wipe and say, I know it is hard to tell the difference, but try to stay on my good side.
Okay.
Okay. So when I say don't touch me,
Don't fucking touch me.
I want you to say it back to me, Quinn.
Say don't touch me.
Like that you understand. I want to hear you repeat it.
This is about consent, Chris. This isn't a laughing matter.
Whenever I say don't touch me,
Don't touch me.
okay.
Okay.
All right. I start walking back to the cave, just kind of picking at and tuning my lute. And I'm just gonna sit down and play a little melody.
May will join a few minutes later and start setting up the hut.
As some time has kind of passed, Quinn, May, and Rocky, as you've been gone, and the rest of you that are in there, you see people eventually kind of start to pair off a little bit. Valora kind of sits cross-legged with the woman that had fallen in the water, the woman whose body she swapped with. And there's like this low kind of hush of like murmured conversation and whispering. And Quinn, as you kind of start to play, at first it seems like people don't hear you because no one like there's no recognition, no one turns to like register like, oh, someone's playing music. But Quinn, being so perceptive, you notice like the eyes of the people in the cave start to lighten. A few of them begin like cracking a couple of smiles, sad smiles at first, and then just smiles as these people all kind of recollect their lives and share memories from home. Still in whispers, still huddled together, but people begin to relax. Are the rest of you doing anything? Okay. The night passes. Does anyone give watch or stay up or anything?
Quinn stays up for a bit.
I'll stay up too.
Valora kind of stays up too.
Quagrum acts like he's asleep, except that his eyes are wide open, staring at the ceiling.
Kind of the same for Rocky. Rocky's like went to their bedroll, rolled up in it, and is just laying there awake.
From her place kind of leaned up against the cave wall, her eyes kind of flitting up towards all of you. Well, some of you, the ones of you that are within her vision, probably most notably Celine and Quinn, and catching Koigrim. I am really sorry that I didn't mention anything. It just didn't come up, and I thought you knew. Are you waiting for someone back home?
I have some friends who are in danger. And we thought we'd be here for a quick jaunt. I thought 3 days was pushing it.
It's a shock. That must be hard.
Well, the good news is one of them kind of answered me.
Were they okay?
They coughed.
What kind of trouble are we talking?
I'd like to make an insight check,
Sure.
Laura. Oof.
So, she seems very, like, earnest and sincere.
They were kidnapped. Some kind of criminal cult organization. I don't. We don't know the full details, but they were saying that they were feeding on them.
Yeesh. The wondering is the hardest part.
Because luckily we managed to kill a couple of theirs.
Shitty silver lining, but it's something.
Something. Not luckily. I don't want to kill anyone, you know?
I know.
But I don't know.
I'm a little embarrassed to admit. I didn't know the world was so harsh. Back on Asteria, we're so sheltered from everything. As far as you can see when you look out at the water, it's just, in the far distance, this impenetrable wall of mist. It's like we're the only place in the world.
Kind of felt like that in Roblox too. When you're in the city and there's all that noise, it's hard to think that there's things outside of it, you know? You think your whole life is inside the walls.
Walls, yeah. Yeah, I guess it is more similar than different. I'm sorry that you're left wondering. When my friend disappeared into the Feywild, she was gone for 5-6 days. For her.
Mm-hmm.
For us it was weeks, and usually we hear something. There's weekly check-ins, there's I guess what I'm saying is you're not alone in feeling what you're feeling, and I'm sorry.
Your friend came back?
Yeah.
What are you doing here now?
Wanted in by accident.
Oh.
Insight check?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Ah, boo. Oh no.
She's hard to read.
Okay.
That's a rough accident.
You're telling me. I was on my ice deer. I told you a bit about that, but so many people apply for this counselorship, partially because of the ice deer, and they have no actual desire to be it's a politics thing, but basically we have a state-sponsored like mission, I guess you could call it, and a lot of people do it just to get out, but not me. So this was a bit distressing. I thought I was gonna die here.
Well, that's... We're lucky we found you.
I'm lucky you found me.
These villagers are lucky that they found you.
I hope they feel that way.
I don't know how they couldn't. You've been leading them through the Feywild this whole time.
I've studied magic for centuries and couldn't protect myself or them from that creature. You know, we all have limitations. I hope that regardless of what happens here and who makes it, if I die here, I just hope I've done some good.
I think you have.
I think you have too.
But I also don't think you're going to die here. Not
That'll
if
be
any
thanks to you all.
not if any of us have anything to say about it.
She kind of takes a pebble off the ground and like tosses it at like the opposite cave wall. We'll see.
We're almost out of here.
Do you trust this Shiver Pine thing?
I mean, at this point, we gotta try something.
It's true.
There's not really a path to go back on. We kind of just gotta keep going forward.
You remind me a lot of her, my friend. She was
What's her-
always Mirakita. She
Mirakita.
was always running and doing and thinking, and you would have liked her.
You said, you don't have to, go into it. You're using a lot of, past tense.
It was more cruel, really, than just losing her the first time. She did it. We call it Metaxi. She became an advisor to our queen after her journey. And then there was a ritual, and then she was gone again for good.
Where'd she go?
You hear like a little tremor in her voice. No one knows.
Well, lucky for you, they kind of call us the Soul Seekers. And by they, I mean we call us the Soul Seekers. We kind of have a thing for finding people.
Really?
Yeah, that's like our whole thing. So, it sounds like they're just gone. That means they can be found.
I don't know about that. Where she disappeared. Not a lot of people go in the first place, and I can't hope
It's okay.
again.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
You didn't do anything. I was raised to ask questions, and how can I ask things if I'm not forthright? It's okay. It's painful, but it's okay. There are just some things we can't hope for.
I mean, I get that it hurts, but I think once you lose hope, it's kind of hard to hold on to anything else.
That would explain a variety of issues that have popped up since then. The drinking, the... all of it. It is hard. I've had thoughts myself about not going back to Asteria. Because... what's the point? Really, I mean... what would you do if you lost your friends? What would you have?
They're dead?
I'm sorry. That was a cruel question.
No, I think it's an important question because it's something I've kind of been avoiding. But if I'm honest, and this isn't a judgment on you, but I'd find a way to get them back. No matter what it is.
From death.
Even in death. I'd do that for I can't say that.
Say what? Come on. She kind of reaches out and like nudges your boot with her boot.
I was gonna say I'd do that for anyone.
Careful. If you stand for nothing, or if you stand for everything. You know.
I know. I need to sleep because I have no spells left. Thanks for talking to me. It helped me a lot, actually.
Anytime.
I hope I helped.
Good night, Quinn.
Night, Valora.
She kind of like goes off to the side.
I'm gonna settle in, stare up at the ceiling for a little while longer, and then eventually just pass out.
Okay. The night passes quietly. You can all mark down a long rest.
Woo!
That was a
Is
spicy one.
my maximum health still reduced.
No.
Hooray.
You
Yes.
are now totally
Forever.
fine. It was just a boo-boo. It was just a little ouchie.
Just a little poke. Just a
A little
poke.
ooh-woo.
Just a little
Long
tickle
rests
boo-boo.
don't heal emotional damage.
Oh no.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Only
Admittedly, the
therapy.
majority of that's come from our party members today so far, as opposed to the DM.
Emotional.
Thank you.
damage.
I don't have to hurt you. I just set up the dominoes so that you hurt each other for me.
You
Oh,
just pour the
no.
gasoline, we've got the matches.
Somebody clip that.
I'm gonna be
Blip.
silent. I'm gonna be silent the rest of this session.
No.
I've
No.
talked too much.
You have not talked too much.
Wait, before you get quiet, there's one more thing.
Stop. Don't start.
Stop it.
By the
Stop
time
it right now.
you guys wake up, there is kind of like a semblance of sunrise here. Rather than like kind of the purple that had been peeking through the canopy the previous night, there are these little kind of shifting flashes of orange that kind of cast lines across the cave entrance. It ignites like the silver pools. Those are just like reflecting this crazy like orange light. Valora is already outside and she is kind of like stretching. Yeah, Quigram.
This is this has to do with being a chef. Can I have woken up maybe like an hour earlier
Yeah.
and like made several loaves of fresh hot bread?
Absolutely.
Hot.
Absolutely.
Please say hot bread more often.
Oh, moist.
Not
Bread.
No, not moist. Not moist.
Moist.
Thick.
No.
A
Stop.
moist, warm
Thick,
loaf.
damp
Spongy
loaf.
bread.
No, no, no,
Damn,
no,
Oil.
no, I hate
Loamy,
all
moist soil.
As you go about kind of beginning this, Valora sees you kind of setting up, and she doesn't initiate a conversation with you, but she kind of just like smiles at you with this like, thank God, bless your heart, kind of like look in her eyes as she starts to kind of go outside and begins like,
He kind of like, as she passes and he notices her, noticing him, noticing anyway. He just kind of like grunts, like this kind of like, and quietly, almost to himself, says,
helps to process things.
you hear a light exhalation through the nose. And under the breath, yeah. And she does her stretches. The rest of you kind of wake to the smell of fresh bread.
Beatrice will get the jug out and get coffee for everyone.
Yes.
Celine
Say it.
would like the butt of the bread.
Say coffee.
Heel.
The butt of the coffee.
It's
Heel-
the butt
heel.
of the bread.
Bread butt.
Yeah,
Bread
so that's
butt.
what I call it. I call it a bread butt.
The warm, moist butt of the bread.
Don't.
Is that a way of telling us that you eat
Rocks
ass?
fall. The
Hey,
cave
you dip
collapses. Everyone
Warm bread
dies.
butt into the brown water.
Adrian straight to jail.
I just want the bread butt. Give me my bread butt.
You get the bread butt.
No, you
"Get
get
the bread
sass.
butt."
You get sass with your bread butt.
No.
I save all the butts of the bread specifically for Celine.
Yay!
Yeasty sass.
A few of the villagers kind of like stand up and they kind of see Valora, who they kind of have been looking to, and so first the one that swapped bodies with her, and then like 2 or 3 others kind of follow her outside, and then they start kind of like doing their own little stretches.
Yoga.
Yeah. Little stretchums.
May will pick up her wire and start like spooling it up, and she'll kind of like wander over to Gwyn.
Sorry, wait.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. I think.
Hey, wild allergies.
The
They're
pollen
pretty
in these
glorious.
trees is insanity.
May will kind of like interpose herself, like kind of angle herself between Demetrius and Quinn, so she's just talking to Quinn.
Demetrius just sits there drinking coffee, doesn't even notice.
I'm like Quinn's like reaching over May to get a cup of coffee from
He
Dimitri.
just like hands over the shoulder.
What's up? What's up, May?
I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I was kind of trying to make a joke. I mean, I don't really want you to touch me a lot, but I was just
Celine the whole time is like with the bread, just like watching this exchange, just like.
May will like see Celine and like shift her body again.
No, you won't. No, you
Yeah, I
won't.
will.
No, you won't.
The
No, you
fuck you
won't.
will.
Demetrius
Roll
is
another
just
nat
staring
one.
at the
Roll
back
another
of
nat
May's
one.
head.
Rolling out one. Do it.
It's a
Ah.
14. Fuck you.
Bet.
Still pretty bad.
Oh, so close.
You have a +9, you dick.
Is Quinn seated?
I think Quinn. I was imagining Quinn is like standing kind of near the bread line, like just after the bread line with his moist bread.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Oh no, I sorry. It's hard to tell when you're joking, May, and that's not a knock on you. I think some people just don't. I sorry. I just didn't know. I don't want to cross some boundaries.
No, it is fair. That is me.
I don't want to cross a boundary or anything. But I also don't want to be like ultra serious with you all the time because I do like messing with you.
She'll just kind of like shakily like reach out and like grab Quinn's arm.
Okay. This is
She'll
okay.
retract her arm.
Yep. All right. Good
Okay.
talk. Okay.
She'll just turn away and walk out of the cave. And then she'll turn back and grab a piece of bread and turn away and walk out of the cave.
May's like, that's enough.
We'll also eye Rocky a little bit and see, kind of try to get a read on their emotional state.
Rocky's like sitting there, not paying attention at all to the bread or to coffee, playing with their ring and looking at it, but then like kind of shooting daggers at Valeris. That's it. Just sitting against the wall watching.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Good job.
Thanks. I'm gonna shut up.
Good job. Really good.
If everyone has gotten a loaf and some coffee, Quagrim will just like. I mean, he's kind of big and shy and a little bumbly. The like precision with which he handles all of his like chef's tools is very, very meticulous. And he puts everything away and he makes sure that like he takes care of everything as best he can, and uses like little bits of water from his water skin to like get garbage off of his implements. And once he's packed up, he kind of like looks around expectantly at everyone and sees, happy faces, bread and coffee. And he's just like, cool.
Mhm.
Good done.
Noticing like Quigrim like clocking everybody, May would just say, I can clean those for you. Like with magic.
Actually,
And he goes back into his tools and takes out one, and there's like a little bit of like really caked on dough on one of his spoons. And he kind of goes,
I was having trouble with this.
Yeah, just 1 second. Sorry. Just looking. It's been a second. And she like
Stop it.
No, May. No.
Oh, you can hear
Damn
me?
me.
Stop it.
I'm
This-
sorry. I thought my mic was off.
This RP is not allowed.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Magic.
Stopped. It's an
I totally
off-topic
thought my
question.
mic was off. I'm
That
sorry.
was hilarious.
She kind of just like waves her hand along it and like mumbles, and you watch as it just like fucking swiffers right off of that bad boy.
He's just like there's a sense of like tension that I don't think was very noticeable, but you see his like physiology change subtly to like a more relaxed, like, oh, all of my things are clean. Oh, thank goodness. And he'll put it with the rest of his stuff, and he'll just nod gently. Just,
Thank you.
Sure, anytime in the future I can do that.
I'll ask. I'm running out of yeast.
Okay.
No, I mean so because I won't be able to do it very many more times. So the few times that
Okay. No, I get it. You just carry yeast around with you?
I don't like making unleavened bread. It's starchy and irritating.
That is a really nuanced opinion about bread.
Bread preferences are valid.
All pita matters.
Don't loaf shame me.
he kind of like he blushes actually, like fully, and kind of goes,
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you have a favorite bread?
I was gonna ask him that. Damn
Well,
it.
why didn't you?
Because I'm hiding.
Great.
When, well, it depends. Like, we're having coffee, and so even though it's a yeasted bread, I didn't let it rise for very long, so it's a little more spongy, so that it can be dipped into the coffee and kind of absorb that, and it grows bigger in your stomach, makes you feel more full. But just at home, I would like the light, or fluffy. I even mix in some sugar to make it sweetened kind of a bread, and sometimes you sprinkle cinnamon on top.
and he kind of like
I
is
liked it when they
looking at me.
RP'd about bread for a long time.
yeah. He just kind of goes on for a little too long, and then he kind of like looks at me. And he's like,
Yeah.
That sounds great. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I went on too long.
No.
That's so. How long have you known how to clean spoons?
Oh my god.
Well,
Imagine that Quinn and Demetrius are staying like 5 feet away, just watching this like a TV show,
Selena's somewhere.
And they're sipping on the coffee.
occasionally looking at each other.
By this point, Rocky kind of has wandered over and gotten coffee after all, and is like just quietly
There's
watching.
just three of us all standing there like fucking king of the hill, just watching.
Selena's unseen, out of frame, also watching.
actually, I learned when I was 8, so that has been 16 years now.
Oh, so a while. That's
So
Wow.
I'm pretty good at it.
yeah.
I guess.
I actually, I feel like I don't. You're really good. It's very, impressive. I don't. I just hit things because people tell me to usually.
Well, I mean, hitting something is a talent.
reliably. Yeah, sometimes. But it's you. And you have the writings, and they look so complex, and I would be lying if I said that I didn't, try and make sense of it in my own head. But
Well, if you want some time, I can show you.
I would like that,
I
actually.
can teach you how to clean your own spoons. Maybe.
That would be great, actually.
Okay, well, let's try not to die here first.
Yeah, right. Yes, have to go somewhere more cold, and then hopefully
Yes.
get out of here.
I'm going to go somewhere right now. And she'll
So-
just walk away.
Good move. Right.
As we all collect our things, pack up, drain the last little bits of coffee, and get on the road. Let's take a bio break.
Yes.
and
Gotta go clean my
then
spoons.
TPK?
Nick,
Yes,
thank you so much. That was
please.
so fun.
That
Oh
was
my
so good.
gosh.
Fantastic.
How long have you known how to clean spoons?
The language.
The ring of mind shielding wasn't to protect Rocky, it was to protect everyone else from Rocky's
Oh,
mind.
wow.
Yeah. As you all walk,
Just as a side note,
please.
before we leave, I cast Mage Armor on myself.
I also cast mage armor on myself.
I also no, I'm kidding.
I cast counter on Goigram.
No, no, no.
Wait, what happened? My earbuds ripped out.
Everybody's
We're
cast a
just
mage
doing a
armor.
bit.
No!
And then one person casts a counter spell.
No, you dick!
I don't have counterspell.
Oh, I do.
I cast shield.
Yes, well.
Shield or Mage Armor?
I don't have mage armor.
Okay, I should have known that.
Rocky's just banking on there being a projectile within the next few seconds.
They're reacting, everyone else reacting.
So, the time is about 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll say you have
I'd
about a
say that
5-hour
precisely.
trek ahead of you. Is there anything that you wish to do during those 5 hours?
Rocky would like to check out those pools before we got too far.
Sure, yeah. You walk up to them. They don't go beyond like the ledge that you're currently on. Looking into them, curiously, you do see what appear to be like koi fish swimming in one of the pools. It kind of disappears, then reappears in the pool next to it.
Is the fucking moon spirit?
Oh shit, yeah.
Rocky would stick their hand in the pool.
It's kind of same sensation as like dipping your hand in like, well, I mean, not like ice water, but it's just cold water, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Feels kind of cold. The fish that was in there kind of like reacts.
And I like see if I can reach beyond the edge and see my hand in the other pool.
Yeah. As you reach in, like your hand kind of hits dirt and you adjust, and then there's like a little tunnel. And your hand kind of goes through that, and then you do kind of see the fingers poking out on the next pool over.
Huh.
It's not like far away, like it's a portal effect happening. It's just like they're right
It's
next
just
to each
little
other.
interconnected pools is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything I notice off about like the viscosity of the water? Like, does it feel like normal? You said it was feeling like cold water, but like, is it You said it was really mirror-like. Is it kind of like more viscous?
No. Good question. How do you investigate that? Do you just like kind of play with the texture a little bit?
I
Yeah,
lick
just to
it.
Do you lick it?
No.
Yeah, it behaves like water. It kind
Can I-
of is extra like shimmery.
Can I bottle some of it and take it with me?
Yeah, certainly.
For later.
It's kind of strangely like it's not opaque like silver, but the water that you bottle is kind of like extra luminescent.
Oh. Celine will go up to the pools and observe herself for glowing as she goes to the pool.
No glowing happens, unfortunately,
Okay.
at this time.
Okay. Celine will dip her toe in the water.
It's kind of cool.
Okay.
A koi fish reacts and like dashes away.
After filling the vial of water and putting it into my bag of holding, I would like lick a little bit of the water off my fingers before drying them off.
It tastes like water that is absolutely the perfect temperature. It is very like just a really good like glass of water is what it tastes like. You even kind of feel like a little bit like you're feeling okay. You just rested, but you feel like good.
I would like to cup my hands and take a bigger drink.
Okay. You would gain the benefits of a short rest, but you have just taken a long rest, and you're fine.
Rocky empties out their existing water skin and fills it with this water instead.
Good plan. Sure. You have 3 charges. 3 short
Of-
rests.
Okay. I gotta try to add this somehow to my bag. Rocky doesn't really say anything to anybody else, though.
Sure.
They just do it.
Cool. So otherwise, do you all just kind of get on the road?
Demetrius is
Yeah.
going to check the compass that he was given by Juniper just one last time, making sure they have proper heading, and mosey on north.
You are really just like crashing through the woods at this point. There's no path. No animals appear to have like left tracks, nothing like that. It is really just kind of picking your way through the dense like bushes, and it like catches on your clothes at certain points. There's like spider webs that are kind of like getting in your eyes and your hair and stuff like that. Does anyone do anything for about the 5 hours that you're traveling? Because otherwise it goes relatively smoothly.
Quinn, I got something.
Okay.
More RP. I'm sorry, everybody.
Please.
Quinn is gonna.
That's what this episode is like for.
Okay.
More
all right,
RP. Okay, good night, guys. No.
all right.
I cast Fireball on Celine.
No!
Quinn is gonna like sidle up next to Rocky, while we're walking, and just go. So what did you talk to May about yesterday?
Oh. Well, you know, May saw some stuff,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to kind of confirm what it was. And I'm not sure what to do about it.
Well, do you want to talk about it?
Well, I still don't really know So, and Rocky like glances down at their ring, and then glances up at Valeris again. I have to make a decision, and I don't know what I want, but I don't know how to describe it to you.
Okay. Are you willing to try?
If you had chosen a career and you spent a lot of time making friends and growing in this career, and something came up and it turned out that maybe you were meant to do something else and you had already had a full career waiting for you in something else, and going back to that would mean possibly losing everything else you had worked on so far, but it might mean gaining what you've been missing. What would you choose?
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm not super good with like metaphors and stuff like that, but I think I get an idea of what you're saying here. I don't know. Personally, well, I guess I'm kind of in that situation right now. And I think what I chose was what seemed right, which is to do the right thing.
What if neither thing is right?
Oh, well, that's tougher. Right, it's neither thing is right, as in they're both bad.
Well, both would mean sacrifice I'm not sure I'm willing to make.
Well, then why make it?
Well, there isn't really an option. I choose not to choose, and that is making a choice.
Yeah.
Or I choose a different path, and both of them require sacrifice. I lose something either way.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I don't know. It seems like you don't. I feel like I'm prying. Am I prying?
No, I don't really have anyone to talk about it, but I don't know how to talk about it, so this is fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, it's like building a road, right? Like, it'll make things easier once it's there, but part of what you got to do is get started. So, if
It's kind of more like I found myself in the middle of a forest and decided to start building a road. And what I've built so far is nice, and it is going in a direction I don't dislike. But then I found out that I have already built roads and bridges in a whole city, possibly. And if I keep going on this road, I don't get back to the city that I've already built. If I go back to the city that I've built, this road will crumble and decay into nothing.
Does it have something to do with that ring?
Rocky glances down at the ring and then back up again. Maybe.
Well, all right. Here's what I'll offer. I think I can sever your connection to that ring and maybe give back what it might have. Okay, I'm being a bit dishonest here. I did talk to May a little bit about your predicament, and I told May that I would talk to you, and that's why I'm talking to you.
What did she say?
She said that she thinks that the ring is holding your memories. She's also worried that you're gonna leave.
I don't think it's a matter of whether or not I might leave. If I delve into these memories, this vessel, this me, may not exist afterwards. It might be only what's in the ring. But I don't know what's in the ring.
Right.
And I mean, I'm missing everything, and I know it. And I've found some new things here with everyone. Very important things here. But I don't know if it's enough to ignore what was. And I don't know if what was is worth risking what is.
Right. Do you feel it calling to you? Is it pulling you?
I don't know. It feels like I'm floating in a cloud of stardust, and there is no one direction that I see more light. It's just chaos.
Well, this isn't going to be super helpful, but I think that if you feel incomplete not knowing what this past was, then I don't think you're wrong for trying to explore it. But if you live your life afraid that you're going to lose what you have, then you're never going to find something new. Or old, for that matter, I guess.
Rocky glances over towards where May's walking and then back over to Quinn. Yeah, it's just trying to figure out what's most important is difficult.
Well, if you ever want to talk about what's important, and you ever want to find out, and you ever want some help figuring that out, I'm always here. But I just want you to know that regardless of what decision you make or whatever you become afterward, there's always going to be love for you. Yeah. I think it's safe to say that nobody's going to be I think some of us have more attachments than others, but I think the most important thing is you do what feels right. And I think you should make that decision regardless of what you think would make everyone else feel best. Because at the end of the day, what's best for everyone else is also what's best for you.
Maybe.
Sorry, I didn't want to bother you about it. I just
No, this has been very helpful.
Okay. Well, if you ever need help again, I'm here.
Actually, I do have something.
Okay.
And Rocky glances over at Valaris. Rocky says they were there too, and glances back. that they knew me.
May said.
May.
Yeah.
Did I say Rocky?
Yeah. They. Valora knew you.
I mean, they haven't. Sorry, Valara. It's Valara. I've read Akatar. What can I say? Um, I guess. I mean, May said they saw them when we were all swapped, along with my mother. I guess.
What's your mother's name? Well, I guess you wouldn't know.
No, I don't know. Maybe May heard it, but
I'll talk to May. This is interesting.
well, and if they knew me, if they did know me, why aren't they specifically looking for, like, if maybe I don't want to go back to what was before, if the people who knew me and who were supposedly maybe close to me aren't even looking for me right now. And
Rocky,
yeah,
do you know the name Mirakita?
would I recognize that name right now? Oh, I've heard it in the dreamscapes that I've had, right? Rocky gives Quinn a sharp look. Where did you hear that?
Valora mentioned it last night. I'm gonna talk to May real quick. Don't go anywhere. And Quinn's gonna shamble over to May. May.
Yeah?
I was just talking to Rocky.
How is that going?
Okay, I guess. Fine. We didn't really come to a conclusion or anything, I don't think yet. When you were going through Rocky's baggage, so to speak, did you hear the name Mirakita?
Yes.
Was that her mother?
That was her.
Interesting. Okay.
She'll, like, look up at Quinn.
Were you awake last night?
No, sorry.
I was talking to Valora, and Valora said that she was looking for Mirakita.
Yeah, I thought that might be what was happening. Quinn, you need to convince Rocky to do it.
To do it? I don't want Rocky to do it if she doesn't want to.
Okay.
Does Valora know?
I don't think so. Obelokai thought he recognized Rocky.
Right.
Maybe she did too. I don't know. Obelokai was there. He does know Rocky. But she doesn't look like she does now. Not then.
Huh. Okay,
Bless
this is
you.
interesting. This is all very interesting. Should I tell Valora?
I don't know, Quinn. I left this to you because you'll do the right thing.
That's way too much pressure.
That is like your whole thing.
Yeah, but I'm not great with puzzles and stuff.
I think that Rocky will probably talk to Valora. She's not really the kind of person to, well, I guess I don't know what kind of person she is.
You know Rocky. You just don't know what's in the ring.
Maybe. But I think, if it'll help you, Mirokita is Rocky. Her mother is Irwin, the Queen of Asteria. She knew Valora, she knew Obelokai. They were well, they were performing a ritual, and something went wrong. And somebody put Rocky in the ring, or Merukita. And I think that she probably has a lot of people who love her. And I think that Obelokai and Valora left specifically to try and find her.
They think she's dead. Or somewhere they can't reach. That's what Valora said.
Well, she's not. And that's what we're supposed to do. Find people, and we did.
Okay. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna hang back a little bit and let these pieces sort of let things play out a little bit.
Okay, I trust you.
I just look back at Rocky and give a thumbs up.
Rocky's like, and then like looks over at Valora and then looks again at me.
Valora kind of catches your eye. She's kind of trudging it behind you and does like a polite smile.
Rocky again like glares a little at them.
Her smile kind of falters, but she kind of keeps going.
That's all I got.
All right. So, as you walk, the hours kind of tick by. The weather sinks into this kind of chill, but the walk is exerting enough that you're all kind of like kept warm through that. And as you trudge up, it looks like night is falling around you over time. That can't be. It's precisely 3:42 in the afternoon.
I tell everybody.
Yeah. The forest behind you was dense, filled with twiggy bushes and thick undergrowth. That all gives way as the land kind of continues to climb and grow steeper underneath you. The trees around you grow dark, massive, relatively sparse. There's very little new growth beneath them, and the ground underfoot becomes soft with what looks like pine needles. Just kind of spongy and pleasant, even as your calves are kind of burning as you continue to walk and climb. The air itself is very thick with the smell of pine and like decomposing plant matter. And in every direction, in the darkness, the pine trees appear to stretch on and on and on until kind of disappearing into this like misty darkness at the beginning, at the limits of your vision, rather. Ahead. Just changing the music here. Ahead. All is dark and quiet. But a flicker of light kind of catches your eye. That disappears as quickly as it arrived. Followed by a second flicker, just as quick, and a third, and a fourth, low to the ground, drifting between the trees. A sparse crowd of a dozen or so fireflies kind of drift through the air, kind of tossing over each other, dancing slowly. All of them kind of concentrated ahead of your vision, kind of northward. And as you kind of walk and approach, one by one, they fly further, deeper into the forest, until they've all kind of disappeared, almost as if leading you onward. Do you do anything as you enter Shiverpine Grove?
Rocky licks the tree.
It's kind of sticky.
Fucking check it out.
We followed them little fireflies. It seemed like they was almost trying to lead us somewhere. I ain't too keen on following bugs, but at this point I reckon it's about the only lead we got.
Everything else here is crazy, so might as well follow bugs.
Are they bugs? Are they bugs?
Make a perception check.
Boop. 12.
They look like bugs. The behavior is a little strange.
Okay. I'm gonna use a
Son of a bitch.
feature called Universal Speech. And I'm gonna talk to him. I can talk to him for 1 hour.
Do you have to see them in order to...
Choose 4 creatures within 60 feet.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's chill. Yeah.
Okay. The chosen creatures can magically understand you regardless of the language you speak for 1 hour. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until the finish the loss.
What was that last part?
I can't do it again until I finish a long rest or
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna say, hey there, friends.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going, man.
That's awesome. Where are you? You guys just hanging out here? What's going on?
Yeah, they told us you were coming.
Oh,
Dude.
who's that?
Our Lord.
The Lord.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Is he cool? Is he a cool guy?
Ah, the coolest.
Yeah. What's he like? Tell me about him.
The new covenant. We've, we're a part of him. He's a part of us. He's in the trees. He's in the mist. He's this place, man.
He's like this whole thing.
Basically.
That's crazy.
It's really special.
Wow.
Are you coming to join?
We might be. We're actually looking for something else right now. Could you help us out with that?
Yeah, we were told to lead you to the guy that knows where everything is, so.
Yeah, that's where he knows where everything is.
Yeah.
Do you know where anything is?
Not really, man.
You don't know where anything is.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
Can't bully bugs.
we know the woods, man. But
The
I
woods?
mean, we kind of just.
Have you seen like a red lady? Have you seen like a lady that's red?
Have these 4 fireflies specifically seen a lady that's red? can't say I have, man, but
No.
your guy might.
Our guy?
Yeah.
The Lord.
No, this is just the guy.
Oh, this is a different guy.
Yeah. He kind of, you know, like, sorry, I got lost in the vibes for a second.
Cool. That's cool. Find yourself, dude. Find yourself.
He's like a welcome committee, a little bit.
All right.
He's usually just the one that most newcomers talk to.
All right. Well, I guess let's talk to this guy, and maybe he can show us where we need to go.
I think you will, man.
That's cool.
Right this way,
That's
my
cool.
dude.
What's your I'm sorry, Grace, what's your name?
My name.
Yes, what is bug name? Tell us bug name, please.
Well,
Because we're about to get a new fucking familiar, is what I
Bug
mean.
name, bug name, bug name.
hang on. My name was Atraxus.
Was Atraxis?
Yeah.
So it's not anymore?
I mean, it'll always be a part of me, you know, but I'm a part of something bigger now.
Hive mind?
Hive mind.
I am the new covenant.
Okay.
We are the new covenant, you know?
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
It's the coolest, dude.
Yeah, it sounds like it's such like a chill sort of like situation that you're in.
Dude, you got no idea. I mean, we tend to the plants and
Yeah.
protect the forest.
Cool.
It's great.
That's awesome. I'm gonna talk to my buddies real quick.
Okay.
This sounds great. I'm gonna try to sell them on this.
You're good. Just like follow us, you know? It's
Yeah,
very
for
chill.
sure. For sure. I'll let them know to follow you guys.
Awesome.
If you guys, we'll catch up. So if you guys want to go ahead, we'll catch up to you guys.
It's cool. We'll wait for you. I mean, we don't want you to get lost here. This stretches on for
Yeah. 'Cause
many miles, so we want to make sure that we get you to the right place.
Cool.
But we're
All
not
right.
like your bodyguards or anything. You can do what you want. We're just bugs.
Yeah, that's fair, man. I mean, you're not just bugs. You're, you know,
I'm
something
the
bigger,
forest, you know? We're all the lifeblood of the forest itself.
right? Hell yeah, man.
But we're
That's-
not going to make you go anywhere. But
Okay.
we're chilling.
Great. All right. Let me talk to my buddies real quick. We'll be right behind you.
Sick.
Sick, dude. Sick.
Vibe high, my brother.
Yeah. I turn to face everyone. I just go,
Do you just talk to every fucking animal we come across or something? What was that?
Is
What are
this
you talking to,
Firefly
the
Burning
wind?
Man? I don't understand what.
okay. Can we get a Soul Seeker huddle real quick?
Okay.
Valora kind
Rocky
of takes a
moves in
step
and-
back.
Yeah, Rocky like glances over like this
She
doesn't
ki-
include you.
She kind of like gets with the villagers together and
Everyone gets together and Koirum doesn't for a second, and he's like, "Oh, right."
buddy.
Okay. So apparently there's this thing called the New Covenant that they're leading us to. They haven't seen Thalia.
They haven't seen Thalia?
No, they haven't seen her. I think they're just dumb though, so that's fine. They
That was the wrong thing to say about the DM.
I didn't say that about the DM, I said that about the bugs.
DM is the bugs.
So they said they're the covenant, they're the new covenant, and they're like they are the forest and like the mist and all the stuff, and they want us to meet this guy who's like the welcome committee. I don't.
That sounds like some kind of outlandish shit.
Yeah.
What
Sounds like the
what
perfect
is
way for us to
that?
set a trap within their trap.
What the hell does that mean? The bugs are part of a new covenant. That don't.
Oh, here's the thing. Here's the really fucked up thing. He said he used to be a Traxxas, and now he's a bug.
Wait, so that bug used to be someone named Atraxus, but then it got turned into a bug?
That's what I'm thinking. But he likes it, so
Okay, well, that's good for Atraxus, but I don't particularly want to be a fucking bug.
to be clear, he is not a Traxxas anymore. He used to be a Traxxas.
Okay, sure.
Well, I don't want to used to be Rocky.
I don't want to be
May
here.
looks
Well-
away at that. May like looks
Like,
out of the group.
Yeah, Selena's also like, what the fuck?
um, okay, all right.
Okay, so
So I need to get to this Shiver Pine because I need to find Thalia and I need to get out of here. We all need to get out of here because apparently time is passing at some convoluted rate outside of here. So let's just go to Shiver Pine. If that involves following them bugs named Atraxis or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves to this covenant. Fine, let's play it on. Let's get Thalia and let's get out.
Koigrim, you had something?
What? I've never heard the word covenant before.
does
It just sounds like a big word. I don't really
like
know what
an agreement, like a pact, kind
like
of.
a pact.
Okay,
It's
so
not like a group. I thought it was like a group.
I mean, a covenant
Doesn't-
literally means a promise of some kind, like a pact. Like that's what covenant
okay,
usually
so
means. Whether or not it's voluntary is debatable, but
You
That
think
was fair.
this Atraxis started this covenant?
No, Atraxis is the Firefly, or he was the Firefly. Wait,
That's who he was.
that's who he was before.
before he's the fire,
Or
he's the Firefly now. I think he's.
and now he's
What I'm saying is, I think he's pretty low on the totem pole. Is what I'm saying.
was Atraxis
Okay.
just his name as a firefly before the covenant, or
Yeah, that's what he said.
maybe he didn't used to be a firefly.
That's what we're.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we think.
okay? So
Where's that leave us?
I think we go in expecting a trap, and
Yeah.
we just are prepared. And Rocky pulls out of their bag of
Well,
holding
how do
the
we
giant water
prepare?
skin
What's
of
the
water.
trap? Is the trap us turning into fucking bugs? How do we prepare for that?
I think we just but they don't know that we know is the thing.
They don't know that we know. That's the preparation. And then Rocky shoves the water skin
Okay.
into May's hands without saying anything.
Okay, great.
Okay, can I get okay? We're preparing for a trap.
I
This-
have. Is anybody thirsty or? Bless
Oh,
you.
no, that's like restoration water. It's the pools back there are actually kind of helpful. If you drink that, it's like getting to sleep for 4 hours, but in a swig.
Okay.
Think of it as crack in water.
What?
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is
No, I mean I'll keep it. I'll
yeah,
do something
yeah,
with
yeah.
it. That's great.
Did you
Okay.
drunk that water, Rocky?
Rocky pulls out a little vial. You want some? I've got a little left.
Okay, everyone, I think we are getting off task.
We are definitely getting.
Yeah, I want to get my wife. If we can just like focus on that.
So we
Um,
have to follow the bugs to get to Thalia, maybe.
Let's send the villagers first.
that's a bad idea.
I don't want to
I
send the
don't agree
villagers
with
in.
that
If they're
morally.
that feels
It feels nasty.
wrong.
Okay, well, out of all the things that we have seen here, I'm not really worried about a couple of bugs.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I think we just got to kind of go for it and
I really just wanted to like pass the information along. So let's
okay.
go with the Fireflies. If
Okay.
things get weird, we all know it's coming. He's really feeling it right now. We should.
What's he
It's just
feeling?
a bug.
We gotta like dance
What does
too
he
or something,
feel?
or
Can bugs feel a whole bunch?
Hey, bud. Hey, buddy.
You're muted.
Yeah, dude.
Is everything good over there? Are you all right? You seem to be kind of.
I'm doing fine, man.
All right,
You
great.
guys ready?
I think we're ready to meet. So what's the name of this guy we're meeting right now?
He's, the big one.
Big
May
one.
looks at
Like-
Gwen.
Yeah.
Like it's
Is that a mistranslation? Is that like a I don't know, or
He's,
something?
the big one.
I mean, subjective. Everything is big in relation to.
All right. I think
Okay,
Quagmire
I'm
y'all
gonna
ready?
just
can
follow
start
the
walking.
bugs
Yeah.
now. I think
We
this is.
start walking, and
let's
Rocky
just
glances back
keep
at the
going.
villagers and like crooks a finger and then shrugs, and then keeps walking. But then Rocky like literally sticks to May's elbow, like not quite contact touching, but like literally like fraction of a space of a gap between them as they're walking.
As we're walking, and that's happening, how are you feeling?
I think I need to talk to Valora, but I think if they were there and you saw them, maybe I can learn some things from them first before I make a decision, and it might help make that decision.
You know, the way that Demetrius described the way you looked is maybe how you should approach her or show her.
You mean like a nice, firm, intimidating, scary look? Okay, yeah, I should definitely position of power. I get it. That's a good idea.
Rocky, I mean like your true appearance.
Oh, is that what I actually like? What you saw in the memory? That's how I look normally.
You didn't see, to
I saw
clarify.
her hands,
You saw
right?
her hands. You didn't actually see, like,
Her face.
yeah.
But her hands looked in that kind of
style.
like way.
What Demetrius saw
Mhm.
was greatly exaggerated.
Hmm.
It didn't seem like they were that.
Okay.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Well, you know, your name was Mirokita. Then I think that would be very meaningful.
Kind of like Rocky.
Yeah, me too.
Feel like I'll talk to them when we get there. Like right now, it's not important. Right now, we might be going into a trap. This could be a trap. This is definitely gonna be a trap. Don't get too far from me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Keeps walking.
Wonderful. The fireflies continue to kind of lead you deeper into the forest. Any daylight disappearing behind you. Everyone make a perception check.
Perception.
And what if I don't want to?
Then don't.
Well, I did.
20.
Awesome. Celine, May, Quinn, and Demetrius. As you're walking. That's you. Hey, Quinn here. As you're kind of walking through the forest, as you get kind of deeper into it, some of these trees, it kind of catches your eye. Some of these look like almost scorched. Like there are old like burn marks or ash, or like the trees aren't like dead, nothing like that, but there's just like these kind of blast marks almost on some trees as you're kind of walking. That's just a note. But the fireflies lead you on. And eventually, you do start to see figures kind of moving between the trees. Some of them walking strong with purpose, others just kind of drifting and floating through the air. A lot of them are like green of skin, or red, or some of them pink or yellow or blue. All of them wearing these clothes kind of made from like leaves and flowers and vines. Some of their eyes kind of pass over you. Others kind of see you and do a short like nod before continuing on whatever their business is. And then you see like the first hut. There is this kind of like almost woven together kind of structure. More of them follow until it looks like you're entering just like what looks to be like a little village. Out of the hut, out of one of the huts, there has not been a sound aside from your own footsteps this whole time, but there is a sound now of like kind of twigs snapping as a person emerges. He has white hair, red kind of eyes, a little shadow of stubble kind of across his face. He appears to be in kind of like his mid-30s. Welcome. We've been expecting you. How was the journey? Not too rough, I hope.
Are you the big one?
Is that what they called me? I haven't put on that much weight, but I mean, that's what age does to you, I guess.
No, it's just funny because I pull out DG. He calls me the big one too.
He kind of like gets a little look in his eye, like, oh.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
That's your familiar, your friend?
Familiar. These are my friends.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Demetrius is stepping forward.
Hi.
My name's Quinn. We're kind of lost out here. What's your name?
My name is Bale.
Bale. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you all too.
We are looking for somebody. We're hoping you get to help us with that.
I can certainly try. Yeah. Who are you searching for?
I just looked at Demetrius.
Demetrius switches over now into a language perhaps no one else has heard him speak now, as he switches over into Sylvan. Says, "Do you understand this tongue?"
I do.
"I'm looking for my wife. Her name is Thalia Langston, red of skin, horns, a tiefling. You might know her. Where is my wife?"
She did come here. She is with us. I'll take you to her.
Take me to her now.
Of course. You should know she was looking to get home.
And so she will, but not before I'm with her.
Well, she is still here. We should hurry. Follow me this way.
Question.
Yeah.
I speak Elvish, not technically Sylvan. Aren't those close enough? It's like Portuguese, Spanish. Like I can kind of understand what they're saying even if I don't speak it, or no?
No.
That's okay. I was gonna say it depends on every DM's different. So like I've heard it both ways. So I was like, do I actually kind of understand a little? No.
No
Okay.
harm in asking. Yeah.
Okay.
You just heard, "Yo soy Demetrius Langston.
Yo soy. ¿Dónde estás?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?"
¿Dónde está?
The baño.
What's the white fuck?
He proceeds deeper into the forest, and as he picks up the pace a little bit, and you pass a variety of different huts. And as you get into what appears to be some kind of like city center, you see these wooden walkways that spiral their way up the trees, and these huts that kind of expand into the branches of these massive pine trees. And he begins kind of walking up and around one of them. This way, come on.
As I'm following like right behind him, and as we go, I just like kind of touch my hand to my temple, and I'm activating my eye. So I want to see every bit of truth in this area that I can, and I do not want to be fooled again.
Okay, yeah, sure. He stops outside of this one kind of building that looks a little bit, not larger, but just a little bit nicer than the others. You're about like 80 to 100 feet off the ground. I just want you to know, before we go in, she's okay. She's safe. But she has made a deal.
What kind of deal?
Is he talking in common and
No.
just?
He addresses
Sylvan.
Demetrius and Sylvan.
Okay.
The Lord of Flowers offered to send her home for a price. There will be room to negotiate, but please don't do anything rash. I'm sure he will hear out any arguments you might have. All right. I just want to put that on the table before we go in.
Of course. Now, please.
Demetrius, what is?
He opens the door. There's a little bit of a low creaking sound. This is like one room, the center of which there is this kind of earthen pillar about the size of like a queen-size bed, atop which lays your wife,
Hubba
Thalia
hubba.
Langston. Her dress.
Nut.
Nut.
Nut. Nut.
Nice, that's my wife.
Nut.
Y'all can't nut on my wife.
Nut.
She wears, not quite like this picture, this is the reference image that Zach gave us, but she wears a black dress that you recognize. She has made it herself. It is ripped all over the place. It is covered in dirt. It looks like the dress of someone that has trudged a very long way to get here. Her eyes are closed. And there are vines coming up from this earthen pillar that are kind of wrapped around her, one notably kind of creeping, not moving, but it's creeped up her face and kind of disappearing into her hair. She does not look well. She looks pale.
What has happened to her? What afflicts her?
There is another voice in the doorway. You see standing before you a tall, green humanoid with long, long limbs, pink eyes, and a long cloak draping from their shoulders all the way to the floor, made entirely of flowers. This one will join the new covenant.
Oh.
That
over my dead body.
That is where we will end tonight's session of Tales of Terminus.
Wow.
No! Nut! Nut!
Nut.
Nut.